So let's kick this thing off right. Um, you asked if I had a good week. I had a great week.
Ooh.
I did. I had a very, very good week. I got to spend time with my family. The second week back in school for my son. So lots of helping him get back in the swing of things and getting into a new routine. Just trying to you know, go through everything. We've got a lot going on behind the scenes. That's an awful lot to manage, deal with, interface with, etc.
Mhm.
But it's good. I mean, it's all positive, you know. With that being said, thank you all for being here. I know that this is rough. Like each week, there's a few less people that like come in because there's nothing new to share about the things that we want to share. And I apologize for that. And there's a couple messages that I've gotten throughout the week that I do want to kind of just address publicly, right? Like so obviously there are things that I cannot say. It's not because I don't want to. It's not because I'm avoiding it. It's that when, you've got excellent legal counsel telling you, what you should and should not do, you listen to them, right? And that's all there is to it. Because at the end of the day, I am I am doing everything that I can within my power to make sure that this gets resolved in the best way possible. And if that means biting my tongue, bending over backwards, whatever I need to do, that is what I will do. So just know that that's where that unfortunate non-response comes from. But the bottom line is I am here. I'm here for you. I am here every week. I will talk about whatever you want to talk about within reason.
Right. I was about to
And
say qualifying
within
statement.
within reason. Um, you know, and I love it. Like, and I love being here. And I look forward to the day, and it will come when we get to talk about the future and better things and greater things and how all of you are a part of that. And I'm really excited. I can tell you from where I stand with everything that I know, I am excited for the future. And I appreciate each and every one of you still showing up every week to be here. And as long as you guys keep showing up, I'll keep showing up. I'm here for you.
Oh hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah. We kind of talked about that. We kind of talked a little bit about like the little bit of the delinquency that's been kind of like popping up here and there. We touched on a couple of different areas, but I do think, I read this thing on Reddit of all places, right? I'm sure you're all like completely blown away that Reddit had something off-putting to say. But there was somebody in Reddit that was making a comment about how you guys are clearly like hiding something and that you're not telling the whole story. And I think about 30 people tried to explain like, hey, like nobody's going to talk about their ongoing legal issues. That's not a thing. Like that you don't do that. Anybody, and then their counterpoint was basically like, but there's no law that prevents you from doing it. And it's like, yes, yeah. There's no law in life that prevents you from doing a lot of things, but that doesn't mean you should do them. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and I get it though. So like I've learned a lot. Right. So and I was naive in everything that comes to or deals with legal issues. It's not something fortunately that I've had to deal with in my life. And so, in my mind going into this, it's like, okay, okay, they're coming at us with a civil suit. Well, the law is the law, and we'll have it out. So I didn't realize that you had to prove things that are just like true, right? Like, I know
Yeah.
this sounds stupid, but like I didn't realize you would have to prove facts, right? Like
Mhm.
like the fact, and that other people can call that into question. Like that it never I never thought that I was going to have to defend the fact that we are an EQEMU server, because everyone here knows that we are an EQEMU server, because all the people we interact with, like, that is what we are. This is the community we're a part of. Like, it's insane to me because it's like one of those things like, oh well, he's taking credit for X, Y, and Z. Like, no, I'm not taking
Yeah.
credit. Like I can't talk about it, and it's insane that we've included and people refuse to look at what is publicly available. Like there are, God, I don't know, probably like 10 exhibits that show us literally on the EQ server list because we are an EQ server, but there are people that don't even know that, right? And that talk about this like officiously, like they know all the ins and outs. Like, well, they would have never sued had they just listened to the cease and desist. And it's like, first of all, that never happened. The
Never got
first
one of
time
those.
they ever interacted with us was a civil suit, which is insane. But alas, we are just know that there is so much information that is now publicly available out there. And if you want to view that information, you can. Um, it's just it's very difficult not being able to defend not only myself but this project, the people in it, um, and everything that we've worked so hard for, in a real way. So I appreciate you all. I know that those of you who have been here since Retribution, like there are people that have been here for 3 years, and they know exactly who we are, exactly how this came about. Like there are people who are still here from when it was like, hey, like I need to, I want a server I can actually like sit down and actually play and enjoy myself. And it's like these are the other servers that I've played on before. This is what I'm thinking. And it's like, oh man, and having this exceptional coder from Hawaii pop up and go, bro, that's a crazy idea. Like, let's do that. That's great. Like it's just it's wild. Like, what do you mean there have been 4,000 EQEMU servers? Like, well, you can look. Like, there's you
It's
can look. There's been four. It's just I don't know.
right
It's
here.
wild.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there is like a really interesting thing you talked about initially, and that's I'm going to explain it in a slightly different way, but like you have to prove that a glass of water contains both H and O, and that H2O comes together, and how not only that it comes together and exists, but why it exists in its place that it exists in, because like it's people don't think about it in those terms of like, okay, we know we've been alive for many, many years. We've all experienced water. We all know what water is. We all, oh, there's water in our body and there's water all around us. But like when you go into a courtroom, it's like, well, you actually in your statement didn't address the fact that hydrogen comes together with oxygen to create this, this existence, and that's, it's not the scary part, because at the end of the day, like it's actually one of the important parts of the legal system, because you can't technically like go into a legal system and just say something and it be true. You can't just go in and represent something in some way, because that causes a whole nother issue where people then start misrepresenting things, and that does happen in court, and fortunately eventually those things get called into question and then proven otherwise, but it's all a process, sometimes a very long and strenuous process. But
That's a great way to put it. And it's
yeah.
very long. I had no idea how drawn out a process it could be, right? Like I assumed it'd be like, okay, well, here are the facts. Okay, here are the facts, and let's move forward. And
Yeah.
that's just not how it works.
Yeah. Let's see. We have 15 seconds until the commercials start. But and it does look like we can actually go through some of these we can go through some of these goofy ones, like this Variety Void character right here. He says, I am only on Zeb weapon number 12. Can we please increase the Lego drop chance for Saruogs?
Variety. Had anyone else asked, the answer would be absolutely not. But for you, I'll just give you a no. You get just a no.
Just a no.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you're saying there's a chance. Boys and girls, you know where there isn't commercials? On this really cool place called kick.com. You go to www.kick.com sidekick.com/broken_stoic. There's no commercials there. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Although all those people that can utilize that are in commercials for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's funny.
I didn't say I had one. I'm just saying, like, you know, thing, you know. Wait. Ruly THJ also says, I am on Seb weapon number 12. Can we please increase the Lego drop chance of Saruox?
Wow.
I sense coordination here.
I don't like this.
Wait a minute. Isn't Ruly? I see the Ruly THJ. Isn't, if I go and click on Discord here, and then I go over to the hero's journey. Oh yeah. Guide. Okay. Yeah. Just checking.
He's here to torment me.
Yeah. Why do your people torment you so much? Why do your people? I got one from Voidless here. Do you see this one?
Oh no. Why? Why are we like this?
What does the MDWU mean?
In your background, I was like,
oh,
do I ask him if it's AI
man,
or if there's meaning?
Yeah, no, there's no meaning. There's no meaning. Glarnock, thank you so much for the sub. Jesus. Yeah, some of these are wow. Oh, we got our boys an R&R and an R&R. Hell yeah. Cost or 2 typo proceeding. Insert pen right face. Oh my god, where's Raina? Listen, no. Sorry I was late. Board meeting ran over. What did they run over? Hopefully it wasn't any puppies. Oh, Raina. Angry pug face. Get wrecked. All right, now we're out of commercials and we can get into serious things. Like, Obese44 says, it's time for some hard-hitting questions. Do you prefer chocolate gravy or sausage gravy on your biscuits? And why is it sausage gravy?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All of my what's?
Yeah.
So, I don't even know if I can say that without like having a reaction to it. Chocolate gravy.
Bro, I said the same thing.
There's something wrong with that. I don't like that.
I was told it's a Southern thing, and I was like, man, I've lived in the South like many, many years. I've never in my life heard of chocolate gravy.
See, that's the problem. And dark, right? Chocolate syrup, right?
Yeah, is that what it is? Is it just?
I feel like they would just say chocolate syrup if that's what it is. But the decision to say chocolate gravy is terrifying.
Yeah. Ooh, I see another really hard-hitting question here. Needon wants to know, do you believe the surname Poo Tosser is offensive?
You know, I've learned that anyone can be offended by anything. So I'm sure. I'm positive that it's offensive to someone. To me personally, no. No, it's not.
All right. I think you need to tie Voidless to the same chair that Kata is tied to and leave them both right in the dungeon somewhere.
What?
Can we
speak of that? Geez, God, guys,
it's a Keston.
Nothing.
I just we can time up the dungeon. That's fine.
Yeah,
Voidless and Kata.
Voidless. What % alien being do you think Kata is?
Oh, he left.
And he's gone. Wow. Voidless, look at what you've done.
No. Voidless,
Voidless.
this is your fault.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm gonna have to
Voidless.
deal with this later, and it's your fault. Wait, he's
I can
back.
explain. No, there's no splaining.
That was a technical issue. Sorry, what are you gonna deal with later? It's
I don't know if this is intentional, but that might be the most amazing thing Cat ever done.
That was great.
Jesus. Okay. All right. Let's see. Do we actually have any real? Let's see. No. Oh,
It's a,
this
you know,
this one's pretty good though. The Orange Druid. Now, hear me out. I'm pretty sure there's a bug in the race, gender, and pet rename costs there, where the 2 was typoed preceding the 5,000 PP cost. Surely that's a bug, right? Right? Insert Padme. Right? Face.
if it was Padme asking, I would say yes,
Aww.
but it's not.
Glarnock asking for special titles for hitting certain amounts of AAs, 25K, 50K, 75K, 100K.
that would be really fun.
Yeah, that's totally reasonable. That's totally
Well,
reasonable.
like
And
on the account, yeah, that'd be.
I was
really
going to say
fun.
account wide. Yeah, make it
Ooh.
account wide.
Yeah. Can we make it a force title and it'll be like degen, bigger degen, biggest degen?
And then degenist.
Ooh, degenist. I like that one.
For one character, it wouldn't be able to be retroactive, unfortunately.
It's funny how that
Aw.
works.
100K, go touch grass. Yeah. True.
How you're trying to play. There have been a lot of different playthroughs that I've done, and I've enjoyed differently for different reasons. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to be like, okay, well, I want to see all the dungeons, right? So I've done playthroughs where I've literally level locked at the right level for a dungeon and just gone until I felt tired of it and just moved on to the next. In terms of like, you can literally level anywhere. You can to gear up early on is a little brutal. Sympathetic items are good to go for depending on what your class comp is. But just in general, if you're going to be buying things off Bazaar, you can go anywhere, do anything, just get XP, farm plat. But if you're going to solo self found it, it really depends on your class comp. Oh, that's really cool. Like, hey, you know what? I'm going to take this in a different direction. Kudos to you for you checking this out to play with your husband. I just, huge shout out to all significant others that go the distance to be interested in something that their significant others interested in. Shout out. Absolute shout out. So, high five. If you have any specific questions, do not hesitate to ask in Discord because I'd be happy to answer. Very cool.
That is really cool. There's been a lot of that too. I feel like there's a lot of like significant other groups that are playing, and it's like, oh, I only played for the first time, or I only got to experience this for the first time because, you know, my husband or my wife used to play, and you know, we met in WoW or something, you know, and like came over here from there. Really brought in a lot of like fresh people who've never experienced ever like this community and this group in the game, you know.
Yeah, it's super. It's really heartening. Still doing. I mean, literally still doing IP exemptions. You know, like manual IP exemptions for
awesome.
You know, people coming together, families playing in the same house. It's just so cool.
God, here we go. Are you ready? I know we were serious there for a moment. Zanarnar, nar. Good evening. While I was in Plane of Innovation farming clockwork grease, as one does, it got me thinking about the giant robot battles we will get in Dragonscale Hills when the Castles update drops. Any chance we could harvest barrels of grease from their acne once?
Clearly, if you're not understanding what I'm saying, you never did starbase maintenance.
No. I think that I actually agree with you, but I would go like, I mean, Minecraft is literally like, you're a lumberjack, you're a miner, like,
Yeah. The
you know
children,
what I mean?
the
Like,
children
there's
learn
just
yearn
so
for the
many different things
mines.
out there. Yeah.
Pretty clear.
Oh, they definitely do. Voidless, I'm taking to just deleting your questions at this point. I just want you to know that. Yeah, you get nothing. Nothing at all. You also need to go to the corner and think about what you've done. Can you explain the levels of practical run speed available in THJ, assuming you already have the CeeLo server buff? People ask my druid for SAO all the time, and I question whether it does anything to speed. I also feel that my characters become faster as well as I level without additional buffs or AAs. Am I tripping? Could we maybe get a chart of what buffs, songs, or AAs have a meaningful run speed effect in our beloved Emu? Thank you for everything you do.
The run speed buffs that are of lower magnitude than that don't do anything. Only one of them applies. Run
Oh,
speed's one of the things that violates the normal like stacking rules where you can get like one from buffs, one from items, and one from AAs. It's just whichever's the best one is what applies.
so but caveat under what he's saying. There are level plays into
Okay.
the bonus that you get. So there are levels where is faster than the server buff for sure. But the reason that you get faster as you level is because the effect of the CeeLo server buff is growing with you. So there are breakpoints where and and it also depends on what class is casting the where is faster. Actually, there's a good amount of levels that is true.
Yep, all those things.
Yeah,
So
yeah. If you're,
the answer is it's complicated.
Need manual. Voidless. We need a manual. Get writing. Yeah, I think also too, like if you think about, I don't know what level the character is that is casting these Orange Druid, but I'm assuming you're 65 and you know you cast it on like let's say a level 5, 10, 15, whatever. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Big movement buff makes life so much easier. Do you want to do this one? I know we do this one a lot.
Oh man, yeah, throw it up. There's probably new people here. We'll talk about it. If y'all have heard me talk about this before, just hang on.
Fly fishing one. It has probably been mentioned, but are there any thoughts on moving SK to be a two-hand tank with something similar to a shield spec, but for two-hand?
So yes, we've absolutely talked about SK's space being a two-handed tank, and something that we want to design into. We've got a number of potentials that I would love to try out. But we're just kind of, in a holding pattern. But there's some really cool stuff that we can do to make that a thing, and probably related to either life tapping or life tap procs. They're innate procs that we can make something cool happen, or even with innate parry chance, or just getting like an additional AC bonus if you're wearing a two-hander. We've talked about so many things, but yes, 100%.
Kata, what do you think? It gives bonus 1000 AC? Nothing. All right, fine. Well, if you don't want to answer me for that one,
Again.
you're gonna get this one then, because I know this one's gonna make your freaking skin crawl. J. Det Weiler says, any chance we can get pet bandoliers?
I appreciate the question.
I don't think it's a bad question. I just know how much Kata loves.
It's not a bad question. It's not a bad question, and it's no one else's fault that bandoliers are just so awful. So awful. Pet bandos would be cool. I think that would be super cool, but I can tell you that that is not very likely to happen.
Whoa, dude. Imagine a world where you could like swap pet bags. You had like pet bag 1 and pet bag 2, and you could just like auto swap them. Man.
Oh,
You
it's
can.
not a bad idea. What do you mean you can?
Well, you'd have to have 2 of the same pet bag, right? And then you could just like,
The one in the lowest numbered inventory slot takes priority.
right, but I don't think you can have 2 actual of the same pet bag.
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm pretty. I think if they weren't lower, it might work.
Yeah, yeah, that would probably work, but they would also probably get benefit of everything in every bag.
No, no.
No,
Oh my god,
Emporio, that would
Emporio,
not
what have you
happen
done? What have
at
you
all.
done?
That is not it
Quick,
doesn't work like that. The
quick
next day.
gremlins. Go
Hey,
test it out.
Emporia, did you know that if you have 10 of these bags in your inventory and you put a two-hander in every slot that you can hit for 8 billion damage? Oh, cool.
Come on, you got to make it more complicated than that, though.
It
It's more
it
like
doesn't work that way.
you put runes or like augs on every single piece of gear and every single pet bag, and then every single augment works, just not the gear.
There you go. See, that's more likely to happen. And someone just said, "Oh yeah, and you can put them in your bank." There we go. We're going to have 40 slots with 20 in each with an aug in each, and it's going to bypass natural caps. I have 472 shielding.
Ooh. Either way. Can we get a pet tribute buff system?
No,
Yeah.
no,
You know, pets, how
no.
about this? Pets should just benefit from the tribute system. Yeah? I think we expand it.
How about we just remove it? Well, here's the monkey paw answer to this. We will make pets benefit the same as players from the tribute system by removing the tribute
I was going
system.
to say,
By
what
removing the tribute
tribute system? Yeah, exactly. All right. Glarnock says, Cataporia, if you were to build something from the ground up, what tools languages would you guys use? Godot, Unreal, Unity? And what percent likelihood is it that would be a roguelike?
100% likelihood to be a roguelike.
Ooh, 100%.
So there was
To be
a
clear, that was a sarcastic. That was like a tongue-in-cheek statement. That was not
Okay. Well,
meant to be taken
sure,
literally.
Kata. We believe you, wink, wink. So there was a flash game that I played way back in the day, and I don't remember what it was called. But a part of the premise of the game is that you would actually unlock features in the game. Like you couldn't control the volume until you got to level 2. And then like you couldn't control like the shaders until level 3. And like you couldn't even save your game until level 5. I've always wondered what a mobile like today version of that would look like. I don't know. I think it'd be funny.
Is this meant to be like fourth wall breaking, like the Stanley Parable, or just sadistic?
Yes.
I mean, Stanley Parable was pretty sadistic. Do you remember the one where they like make you sit there for, what was it, like 8 hours or 6 hours or something crazy like that?
I have only ever watched Let's Plays of Stanley Parable.
Ah, yeah, it's pretty savage. Do you have a preferred programming language?
The only programming language I have any particular proficiency with is C++.
Okay. Do you have a preferred
I've
engine?
Meh.
Okay. For you.
I've got well, I mean, I have mastery over every type of code, whether it be back end, front end, everything in between. I am
Mhm.
who am of code.
Mhm.
He certainly does like that
Catacombs,
back end code.
catacombs to me. That's right. Catacombs to me for help when it comes to coding. Aporia, can you check my PR? Can you look at this for me? That's right.
Obligatory. Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah, this is great. Ship it.
You know what? I don't know what you did wrong, but you should know what you did wrong. You better go back through it and make sure you fixed it.
That's right. That's right. Okay, Kata, we're gonna do a joint code review. I want you to look at lines 1 through 580 real quick. Okay, you see what I'm seeing, right? Fix that shit.
Go fix it. Blue Steel Wheels, is there a base character size stat that can be tinkered in the code? I.e., could there be a world where at character creation you could make your ogre the size of a gnome or vice versa?
I mean, yes, but I'm not going
Yes.
to do that.
I mean, at this point, 4K no los. It wouldn't be dose.
Borderline or good?
Um. Eh, that's a Kata question, but
All right.
no, no.
We'll do this one first. Shogun wants to know, can I has Corgi yet?
You know, the only people I have more respect for than the ones that show up here every week are the ones that show up here every week and ask the same question because they want their answer. And I feel you.
Do it. Do it. Well, here's actually, speaking of redundancy, Twisted Trickster says make Bard Pet worth having.
Yeah, you know, their charm should probably be similar to enchanters, just in
No
general.
way.
Yeah, why not? Everyone's a bard anyways. So
It's a
just
pet
do the
that
thing.
you just get to play your pet, and your class actually just vanishes and ceases to exist entirely.
No! Oh my god, wait. Broken. That was brilliant. So when you charm something as a bard, you take control of it, and your bard just continues to play songs for your pet.
I like it.
Like, how cool would that be? You just like, I take control of a ghoul, and there's a bard following behind me, strumming its little lute.
That would be pretty awesome.
We could answer that one for Voidless. That's fine.
Answer this one.
Yeah.
But I don't give him anything. He gets nothing. God. Kata wants it. Any comment from Cataporia on the biased question removals that have come to light recently?
Yeah, they're being removed because of your questions, and we're biased against you. That's clearly the case.
Okay. Take that.
It is true, though. It is true.
Mm-hmm. Sean Luke would love to see a system similar to Glamour's that would allow you to turn armor and weapons into an NPC with some cash and make that item pet only. That way anyone could level it and give it to their pets. Any thoughts? Sorry, my cat jumped right in front of my monitor when that happened.
You know, having to
that,
invest a certain
write that
amount.
one down.
Yeah, write that down.
I'm pretty sure I know how to do that. So write that down.
That's cool. I like it.
I
like it a lot. You know, so that question, and that comment you made about Bard Charm, I need to remember that because I really like the idea of taking control of something and actually being it to the point of maybe having access to its abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe that is like the write it down. Write that down.
I'm chicken poking this.
Chicken poking.
Yeah, man. Jesus Christ, that is not how you spell that either. Fuck it.
That's fun.
You'll know
Thank you for the
what that
note.
means. You'll know what
I'll
that means.
definitely remember.
Okay, let's see here. Ooh, explain the glorious orange bathroom. Is this a thing, or is this like a?
No, we're not going to explain the glorious orange bathroom.
Okay. God damn, man. Why? Like, okay.
But
why
I
are
am
the
happy
biggest?
that Castle's here.
Why are the biggest trolls your freaking people? How much woodchuck could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Which
Likely around 700 pounds.
Are we measuring this in weight or linear, like, board feet?
yes. Did it have a druid in it? You turn into a tree and then you get chopped down.
Wait.
And somebody. Yeah.
Richard Thomas, a wildlife expert, calculated that a woodchuck could chuck about 35 cubic feet of dirt, which translates to approximately 700 pounds. While not wood, this gives us an idea.
What the hell?
You know, the world is such an amazing and confusing place.
Did you say you wanted this one? Was that a yay or nay?
I don't mind answering it.
Cat again.
Sinfallon, was there any part of coding THJ that had you grinning and bouncing with giddiness?
So there was this pattern of events that really started to emerge when we were first running this up, where I would tell Aporia that's something that we wanted to accomplish to make like the multi-classing work seamlessly or some feature, just like 100% could not make it work. It was impossible. This was like the new standard for something that is impossible to accomplish. And then like 24 hours would go by, and the next time we'd talk, it'd be like, oh yeah, I figured out how to do that. And this happens over and over and over again to the point of like it turned into something of a meme where like I don't say I can't do anything or I can't do something anymore, because every time I do that, it just happens anyway.
Yeah, and so when you say grinning and bouncing with giddiness, I don't think I've heard him more happy than when he's giggling through telling me, you know, the thing that I told you we couldn't do, I did it. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean you did it? Well, I found a thing and I did a thing, and now the thing's a thing. And it's like, okay.
I don't like in rare occurrences. Well, not even that rare of occurrences. I do think there have been more than a handful of times where Kata has been working on something, and then I get this like mysterious like 2 to 3 a.m. Like mysterious 2 to 3 a.m. message. Hey, you there? Want to see this really fucking awesome thing that I just did? And like, and he's like really, really excited. And then he, you know, like walks me through, shows me this thing, and it's just like, what, dude, oh my God. It's freaking awesome.
That's
Totally.
right. A different type of calling in the morning.
It is.
Although I will answer the question a little bit more directly. My fixing the animation freeze bug was pretty primo.
Kata just sends raw shots of his code at 2 in.
He's done that.
Like,
I've gotten that. I know nothing about coding, and he's done that to me. And I'm like, I don't know what am I? This looks great, dude. I don't know what
it's taken on a cell phone of a laptop under covers, and you're like, what is that? Is that VS Code?
It's good though. It's exciting. It's fun. And like think about some of the most amazing things that have come out of it, like so many of these things. I remember when
Yeah.
Acadius, the couple of times that he streamed and the like when he got the net code all like figured out.
Oh man. Yeah. No, there's brilliance all around. It's incredible.
Zanarnar. I still think berserkers should be fearless. I mean, you can be in a rage so intense you blind yourself or attack yourself. A little namby-pamby fear spell should no effect. You can do that. It's called fearless. It's a discipline. You should try it.
Although, I mean, that is a fun fact. Like, if they're in a rage, right, to the fact that to the point where they're blinded, they probably aren't being feared. I mean, I feel like that's a fair point.
Oh, it's super annoying too, because you're like, the way that berserkers play is you're like busting all your cooldowns at once, like right, and then it's like dragon roar. Oh, okay, cool. I will be back as soon as this fear wears off in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, Valor Berserker was next on the plate for a pass.
No, Valor. No. You blind fear. Well, you know what? Somebody argued a couple weeks back that instead of blind, you should be rooted. So maybe that's what they'll do. Maybe that's the answer. Did that one. Are either of you even football fans?
Of course, I love sports ball.
Yes. Sports ball. Yes.
I've represented local team for the last 3 decades.
I heard it was 5 decades, frankly. Ether Bunny, in honor of foosball season, which class combo do you think keeps making it to the playoffs endgame and the exits stop getting played the most?
I mean, from the beginning, multiple pets just hits.
I don't think multiple pets is actually like stronger, particularly than other combos. I think it's just something that's fun and that people have wanted for so long that
Well, but so the question, it keeps making it to the playoffs. Not that it wins, but it keeps making it to the playoffs. Because I think it's in terms of like barrier to entry, right? Like it is the easiest thing to get off the ground. Like period. It is the easiest class combo to get off the ground. And if you take any time whatsoever to get a little bit of gear, you can go from the beginning of the game to the end of the game without a ton of fuss.
It's the Tony Romo of builds. Yeah. Yep. Gets there and then chokes a lot. I mean, wait. What build doesn't make it? What build doesn't, or like what? I don't think there is there a bad?
That's the thing, man. Listen, every single time I talk about this, like, oh well, it's Emporia. Of course he's gonna say that. Like, no, really. Like I've arguably have maybe not the most, because I haven't had as much time to play as others, but like I have played so many combos and have done so much testing both with a single class and just a double class. There you unless you are picking a combo whose play style you just don't like, which why you would do that when there's 560 combos, I don't know. But like it's really tough to pick a bad combo. Like it's really tough.
I love the Kraken Hunter went very defensive on Romo comment. Spoken like a true Dallas Cowboys fan. Let's see. I really genuinely, by the way, I timed out Voidless, just for 10 seconds. But I do think that, like I've tried playing the worst build that I could possibly come up with, which is unfortunately really good now because of the heroic strength changes. I just had to put it out there. Yeah, I bet you did. I really don't know. I don't know what I would pick. You know what? Actually, I want to challenge the community since everybody's here. Don't do it in DMs though. Do it like put a Discord message or something, or like say on this video of this Q&A, put it in the comments what you think the absolute worst possible build, like absolute dumpster fire is. Like, what do you think it is? Because I want to try and see if I can make it work.
Maybe we can play that next week.
Yeah.
Maybe,
no, for
maybe
real.
That's
Whizbur's war trash. No, it's not, and I'll tell you why.
I would stomp with that.
Dude,
I would stomp with that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll tell you why. You literally added the most possible damage you possibly could to that build, and you gave them, because the wizard is in that build, you gave them the ability to heal as well. So no, that is insane. That is an insanely strong build.
Yo, I'll play Wiz Cleric Rogue all day.
Whizbur.
I'm telling you. Zerker Rogue Chanter, please. I'm in.
Whizbur. Ooh, that might be a doozy. Whizbur Rogue. I still think, because you still have access to life tap daggers, you still have access, and because the wizard is in there, you're getting the crit, you're getting the spell damage.
They're critting often.
You're still able to heal yourself. You're still proccing stuff like Beast Mage Claire. Beast, poor guy. I don't know. Like, because when you add that spell, so one of the things that I did find out when I was doing I did a warrior. Was it Warrior Berserker? Yeah, it was Warrior Berserker Rogue. One of the things that we found out when we made that build is like the hardest part about it was you couldn't even use a life tap proc weapon because you didn't have any spell damage AA. You had no way of like increasing the amount of lifesteal shy of just completely dumping everything into intelligence and therefore getting your spell damage up. But even then, it was like point for point as far as like your heal increase. And when something starts hitting you for like 2,000, 3,000 damage, that doesn't matter. Like all of a sudden you're struggling to outproduce heal. So I don't know. Yeah, like I said, put those things, put these worst things, put them in the comments of this video so that we can. I really want to take a look at that. I really would love to. That would be a lot of fun to put that build together and like try to do something.
Maybe we each take one of them and we just go.
Yeah. That'd be a really cool thing. Like,
that'd be fun.
Little co-stream action there too. Yeah, that could be fun. Let's see here. Oh man, you really are you like asking for trouble here? And Darius Rosethorn says, is there any way we could just roll the tribute system into just an all universally on or fed by all players, just forget it exists, but not lose the benefits?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, Cat is going to look up your characters and turn all of their tributes off randomly.
How is my tribute -8 billion?
I wouldn't do that.
What would you do?
He's squeezing his mouth so hard right now. I would never do that.
No, I would never do something to target like an individual player because I asked a question. That would be terrible.
But you would certainly punish all players for that one player, yeah? No?
No.
Yes.
Removing the tribute system isn't about punishing players. It's about like
creating a better system.
Yeah, right. How many bugs has Kata fixed that have just made everyone so angry?
Why did you have that weird pause and emphasis on the word fixed?
So you could feel the air quotes.
Why would you put quotes around that? I fix bugs.
Fixed. It was a bug.
Hey man, hey, how those Rangers out there feeling? How are you guys doing? Oh, moving on. Needin, what if an undead creature has the ability to feign life? For your charm ability, like your bard?
Feign life.
Yeah, you mentioned it like it would charm a ghoul, right? And then it could feign life. What a great idea.
Wow.
That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't make
I
sense.
love it.
I mean, it could
I
walk
mean,
into
if
town. It
you
would be
think about
fine.
it,
It would be like alliance or a benevolence or something.
if you think about it, like undead, like the state of being undead is basically feign life.
No, just that
Wow.
you're not dead. It doesn't mean that you have life.
I see what you're saying. That's okay. This is a Q&A, sir. This is a Wendy's. I'm gonna need you to sit down.
Oh God. Okay. Glarnock says
Sir,
regarding
this is a Wendy's.
Kata talking about not being able to do something and then figuring it out. What was something you said you couldn't do and can't be done, but wish it could be done? Jesus.
Fix that DX9 crash, probably.
Pointless. It's the first thing he said. That's amazing.
Also deleting tribute, yeah.
Hell yeah. Guys, I'm going to turn the questions off. We got a couple of questions left, and we are going to like cut this baby down a little bit and deleting bards. But that would be deleting everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, well, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. No. Where's the? I just saw one. Yeah. Don Rexy wants to know why don't heals harm undead mobs?
Because no one ever asked me to do that.
Wait, can you do that?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
but really?
Yeah, sure.
Nice. Write that down.
there you go. Written down. Let's see here. Speaking of reactions, can we get a live reaction from Kata regarding your latest short involving him? It would be great to know how he feels about such violations. Waldstein, shut the hell up. We don't talk about that.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Moving on. Sinfallon says, why does Kata hate tribute?
It's a bad system. It has poor player discoverability. The benefits are hardly worth existing, and then when they are good, they're just too good. And it just like it's so weird where like random items are the things you need to tribute to like get real value out of it. It's just
We talked about rebalancing those and we never did it.
yeah, and you wouldn't let me. You would let me do what I wanted to, which was to make everything be make.
No, I agreed. I said that's fine as long as you don't reduce any. So you could bring everything up where you thought, just don't reduce the big ones.
Oh no, the big ones need to be reduced. That's the problem.
See, that's it. Yeah, okay. Now I remember.
Like
that's why we didn't do anything.
That's actually the problem is the fact that like random worthless items have like
It's not the problem.
Tribute. Yes, it is.
Fun detected.
No, I think Ether Bunny actually nailed it here. It's not the best game mechanic system. It's a tribute to the best game mechanic system.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. Well done. Well played. You win. You win the internet today.
Fun interlinked. Fun interlinked.
Hey, Reyna, I don't think Kata saw your thing. I would time you out so that it goes invisible, but I don't want to have to give you your mod sword back.
No, it's fine. I already know about it, and that isn't that one old? Isn't that back when I took you on a tour of Arizona?
That is the exact same one. So, Waldstein, you were not in the channel at the time, but when I did that, Kata proceeded to teleport me. This was, I think, Classic was the content, actually, at the time that I recorded that. And Kata proceeded to teleport me around all over these deep, dark places. For instance, teleported me to the Eye of Vishan and Plane of Sky, teleported me. What is it? The Silver Moon. What is it? Not Silver Moon Temple. Jesus Christ. Wrong game.
Oh no!
I actually don't remember the name of that zone, but as far as I know, you're the only non-admin player who's been to Dragons of Norath.
Yeah. He teleported me around dark places. Fun place. Still Moon Temple. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah. And I think I was like level 50 at the time. Pretty exciting. Definitely fair. He was mean. Let's see here. This is actually an interesting question that I'll be curious how you guys answer. MREST API, are you comfortable with where clerics fall into the healer classes? I've been trying to do a build with cleric, but at every turn I see more benefits from druid or shaman at this time. Am I missing some huge strengths of cleric, or is it actually behind the others?
Depends on the build that you're going for. You can't ignore forced crits on spells. You can't ignore big additions to damage. You can't ignore fat heals in general, access to plate. It really depends on your comp. I think the thing that throws people is that we've done such a good job putting Druid and Shaman into a good position for so many builds that it went from Cleric being the de facto to, hey, depending on your build, you actually have some real options. So in general, yeah, I feel good with where they're at.
Not where they're at, but they're asking about healing specifically. And so I do like.
Well, you can't take I mean,
I know,
you can't just look at healing in a vacuum.
But they are clerics.
You still can't look at the healing. Their heals are faster cast than the other classes. So
No, they're not.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the cleric fast heal is still faster.
Nope.
Oh, well, TIL or T.
Yeah, Pally is way faster. Yeah, it's. I will say, like, from the healing aspect, cleric is it's very bizarre. We've talked about this a little bit on stream.
They're the second fastest heal.
Yeah, I was talking about of the primary healer classes, not counting the cleric or the paladin fast heals, which are kind of warped by the power of like heal amount stat.
Sympathetic healing and heal amount, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if I do think that either faster heals, even some of the like bigger heals too, because some of them are relevant even. Dare I say, I mean, you could even do something where like complete heal is more viable or something. I don't know. I don't. There's a lot of different things that could be done, but I do think that it is a little odd, just because like cleric healing, everybody associates the two. But then again, when I like the battle frenzy and the divine avatar, like those are very unique and add a very fun play dynamic to cleric that allows them to fit into more builds. So to like pay tribute to kind of what Apori was talking about, like, yeah, the healing is a little bit less than you would expect when you hear the word cleric, but like they do have this sort of offensive, more aggressive gameplay style and can be integrated into other things because of that.
You know what we should do? We should let clerics do auto attack while they cast heals.
That would be a really interesting one. Or they get.
I'm not.
Divine bees.
Divine bees.
Yeah, it's a bouncing. It's a bouncing group heal. Whee! For all those,
I still like Honey Shot.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. We'll finish this off with Wesker1213 Gaming. What's your favorite type of pickles? Bread and butter here. Second, Die Hard. Is it an Xmas movie? Yay or nay?
Wow.
Yep.
You want to go first, or am I going first?
First of all, I'm so happy this is our final question of the night. You get to go first, Kata.
Okay, so first of all, bread and butter pickles aren't actually pickles. The vinegar content is far too low. I'm currently like stuck on Grillo's pickles from Costco. Those are pretty primo. And yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Has Kata even seen Die Hard? What the fuck?
Can you wait? Hold on. back up. tell me about the pickle thing again.
Which
The
part?
vinegar content? What?
Yeah. So the bread and butter pickles aren't like really pickles. There's not enough vinegar. Also, as an aside, pickled onions way better than pickled cucumbers.
Okay.
You know, the problem with this format is that you can't see me blink. Um, so I like a good dill pickle. Um, you know, like on the side of a sub or something. Like, you know, that's great. Also, yes, pickled onions are absolutely fantastic. Pickled red onions on top of like, I don't know, certain
Uh,
types of tacos.
Sweet pickles are not good. Sweet pickles are just not good.
Yeah, pickled ginger, jalapenos,
I got
pickled
pickle
green
relish.
beans.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Wait, is that a thing? Pickle. I
Um,
mean, you can
Such a
pickle
good thing,
anything,
man.
right?
so uh, pi- uh, pickle relish made of dill pickles is quite good. In fact, you can mix like pickled red onions and pickled
Mm-hmm.
dill pickles and like diced into like a what's the word I'm looking for? Relish, I guess. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
mixture of those things. It's A plus.
Wow.
Very
I'm
nice
glad. I'm
dill
glad
pickle
we
with
ended.
chocolate gravy. You're disgusting.
Chocolate gravy. What the what?
Oh, you
It's
missed the
making me make a
chocolate
face.
gravy question. Yeah, wait, but we can't see your face, so face cam when?
I don't.
Uh, no, face cam never probably.
Wow.
Oh, I'll hop on a face cam at some point. I'm sure.
Someday. Pickled
Someday.
jalapenos, hell yeah.
Oh, I love it. Well, friends, you all rock. Love each and every one of you. Um, hope you all have a good weekend. And Broken, let's really talk about those awful class combos that people come up with. Maybe we can do a little play and talk.
Absolutely. I think it's a
That could
great
be fun.
idea. And for all of you people who are watching this after the fact, make sure comments put the worst possible builds you can imagine in there. Let's hear them and why you think they're terrible. Explain. Love it. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to come in here. Both Kata, Poria, love you both. You're both absolutely marvelous human beings. Appreciate you. Been a ton of fun.
As are you, sir. Be well, friends. Take care.
Also, Bruce Willis says that Die Hard isn't a Christmas movie, so get wrecked.